Good evening to everyone present here. We hope that you are happy and healthy. Greetings from Geeta Ratan International Business School. I, Arsha Prem, welcome all of you back to Rahat Day 5, the last day of our wellness campaign organized by the NSS unit of Geeta Ratan International Business School. Geeta Ratan International Business School was established in the year 2004. GIBS is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, Delhi, and is approved by the Bar Council of India for law programs and All India Council for Technical Education for management programs. GIBS is currently offering programs, namely BBLLB, BLLB, MBA, MBA International Business, MCA Integrated, and BBA. GIBS has been graded A by National Assessment and Accreditation Council in the second cycle. GIBS has been rated A+ by State Tree Regulatory Committee, a fee committee of Government of NCT of Delhi and GGS IP University. GIBS has been rated the highest grading A by Joint Inspection Committee of Government of NCT of Delhi and GGS IP University. GIBS has been graded A by the Academic Audit Cell of GGS IP University consecutively from the past 8 years. GIBS has also been rated as number 2 Pan-India by Times Business School Survey consecutively for the year 2018 and 2019. Today, we are proud and honored to have in our presence Guruji Dr. H.R. Nagendra as our guest of honor. Dr. H.R. Nagendra holds PhD in Mechanical Engineering from IISc Bangalore and is the president of Vyasa. After receiving his doctorate in 1968, he served as faculty in IISc in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. He then served as postdoctoral research fellow in the University of British Columbia, Canada in 1969. From there, he moved to NASA Marshall Space Flight Center, USA as postdoctoral research associate in 1970, moved to Engineering Science Laboratory, Harvard University, USA as a consultant in 1972, and visiting staff at Imperial College of Science and Technology, London later. In 1975, he joined Vivekananda Kendra, a service mission as a whole-time worker, honorary director of Training Center, Vivekanandapuram, Kanyakumari. Between 1975 and 1993, he served as the All India Secretary, Yoga Shiksha Vibhag, Vivekanand Kendra, Kanyakumari, and between 1979 to 1986, also as a Secretary, Vivekananda Kendra, Yoga Therapy and Research Committee. Between 1993 and 2000, he was the All India Vice President of Vivekanand Kendra, Kanyakumari. From 1986 to 2000, he was the Secretary of Vivekanand Kendra Yoga Research Foundation, Bangalore, and the Director of Indian Yoga Institute, Prashanti Kutiram. Sir is the Chairman at Inter-University Center of Yoga Sciences, MHRD, Government of India. Secretary General, India Yogasana Sports Federation, and member of Niti Aayog. Sir is also the chairman at Vivekanand Yoga University, Los Angeles, US, and chancellor at Swami Vivekanand Yoga Anusandhana Samsthana, deemed to be a university in Bangalore. Guruji is an Indian mechanical engineer, yoga therapist, academic, and a writer. He is best known as the personal yoga consultant of Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, and is a recipient of Yoga Shri title from Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. He has authored 35 books and over 100 research papers on yoga. The Government of India awarded him the 4th highest civilian honor of Padma Shri in 2016 for his contributions to the society. Sir got the Bharat Gaurav Award in British Parliament in 2015 and International Yoga Grandmaster Award from Portuguese Yoga Federation in 2013. He got the National Citizens Award from the hands of Justice P.N. Bhagwati, Honorable Chairman, UN Human Rights Commission in 2001. Sir also got the Yoga Shri Award by Padma Shri Yogacharya BKS Iyengar, organized by Bangalore Yoga Association in 1995, and Man of Excellence Award by the Badaganadu Sanghai Association in Bangalore in 1994. Sir, it is truly our honor to have you here. Welcoming you today is my privilege. We also have with us Shri Abodh Srivastava, President of Sahyog Anubhuti, Delhi, to give a special welcome to Guruji Dr. H.R. Nagendra. I welcome you, sir.
Abodh, you can continue.
Abodh, you are talking. Abodh, are you talking? Are you able to hear me? Hello? Are you able to hear me? Prachi, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm able to hear you, but I think Abodh ji ka hang ho gaya hai shayad internet.
Yes, ma'am.
Abodh is going to talk now, no?
I think he's logging in again.
Okay.
I'll look into it.
So he wanted to welcome you, sir.
Okay.
He's back.
Yes. Okay. So it is my pleasure to introduce or in front of our great Guruji, my Yoga Guru, Dr. H.R. Nagendra. And here, in salutation, I want to present a song in his honor. स्वामी जी की जीवन गाथा, स्वामी जी की जीवन गाथा, आओ सब मिल गाएं हम। ये है भारत भाग्य विधाता, इनको गले लगाएं हम, इनको गले लगाएं हम। स्वामी जी की जीवन गाथा, आओ सब मिल गाएं हम। ये है भारत भाग्य विधाता, इनको गले लगाएं हम, इनको गले लगाएं हम। भटके पथ पर हम सबको ये राह दिखाने वाले हैं, भटके पथ पर हम सबको ये राह बताने वाले हैं। ये मानव की मानवता को जाग उठाने वाले हैं, जाग उठाने वाले हैं। निज जननी के लाल नहीं ये जग जननी के प्यारे हैं। क्यों भारत तुम भूल गए हो, अपने अतीत न्यारे हैं, अपने अतीत न्यारे हैं। स्वामी जी की जीवन गाथा, आओ सब मिल गाएं हम। ये है भारत भाग्य विधाता, इनको गले लगाएं हम, इनको गले लगाएं हम। गौरवमयी महामाया के हम स्वर्गिक पुत्र दुलारे हैं। गौरवमयी महामाया के हम स्वर्गिक पुत्र दुलारे हैं। अमर रहो तुम धरा धाम पर, भारत सदा संवारे हम, भारत सदा संवारे हम। स्वामी जी की जीवन गाथा, आओ सब मिल गाएं हम। ये है भारत भाग्य विधाता, इनको गले लगाए हम, इनको गले लगाए हम। श्रद्धेय गुरु जी के चरणों में कोटि कोटि वंदन। और अब आगे का संबोधन के लिए आदरणीय गुरु जी।
Namaskar, my dear brothers and sisters. About the Hindi, Angrezi, mix.
हाँ चलेगा जी, हिंदी चलेगा। हाँ
दोनों चलेगा ना? अच्छा,
चलेगा। हाँ
good, good. So it's so nice that you all have been able to organize the 7th International Day celebrations. I hope all of you practice the CYP, Common Yoga Protocol, and have been continued to practice yoga. And please send all the programs that you did, how many people attended, to the Ministry of Ayush, because we are collecting the data to see how many people participated. Last year, our target was 20 crores of people, and we reached about 13 crores. This year, we wanted to cross 20 crores. Therefore, Abodji, if you can just put all the number of programs you were involved in, and how many places you all did, how many people attended, and that will add on to the whole thing. Already our Dr. Basu Reddy, he is collecting this thing. He said it has crossed already 11 crores, and that was day before yesterday. And things are pouring in from all quarters of India. Therefore, you can also contribute.
yes.
As you know, we are all in difficult stage of this COVID wave 2. Corona came with a new phase, which is 80% stronger and also more infective. Therefore, probably we handled the first wave quite effectively in the country, but in the second wave, so many deaths, and many senior people and many others who were great workers also had to succumb to this. And great opportunity that provided to India was the production of vaccine. In the medical world, always we never did original research. Invariably, people who developed different molecules in America, Germany, and other places, they took the data from here by using that for the double-blind studies, randomized controlled trials, and we provided them the data. So this gave a great opportunity, and medical researchers, mainstream medical researchers, were able to invest a lot of money and develop the COVID vaccine, and India has become the #1 in the world in vaccine production. This is a great thing that happened amidst the challenges that we faced. Now, people are now also trying to develop the medicine. As you know, vaccine for prevention. Now, once you get affected, then there is no medicine to do that. So our researchers are finding out medicines to do that. Where this is going on, another side is the approach of yoga. Mahatma Gandhi, for example, during his days, he went house to house and served the people who were affected by cholera and plague and others. Lakhs of people died in that, but he was going there and serving, and he never got infected. Why? Yoga way of life he adopted. So the great opportunity that COVID has created is that we should all practice yoga and keep our immune system very strong, healthy, full of energy, vitality, which can completely throw away corona, or if it comes, it can be gobbled up. In fact, our army within us, the immune system is very strong. If you look at the size of corona among all the viruses, this is the biggest that we have seen, 0.025 microns. But compared to that, our WBC is 100 times bigger. Look at, bigger in size, very, very powerful. Number of coronavirus that may enter, maybe in thousands. But WBCs are in billions. So number-wise also is huge army we have. And we have further protection by NK cells, natural killer cells. And therefore, there is no chance that we should get infected. But if you make your immune system very weak, यदि कमजोर बना दिया उसको, then virus will easy entry into it. You get infected. And this is what we are doing. Why the immune system becomes weak? Wrong way of life. Stressful way of life. Stress is not really physical. No doubt, a lot of physical trauma in terms of running, working 12 hours on the computer, and then go here and there, and then meet the target, everything, running. That will cause physical strain. That is one. But more important is mental restlessness. Excessive speed of the mind. And the emotional upsurges, anger, greed, jealousy, hatred, infatuation, arrogance, fear. Fear is the biggest thing. भयानक दृश्य, अभी कोविड आ रहा है, क्या करेंगे, बहुत भयभीत हो गए. All these things will suppress the immune system. And psychological conflict between husband and wife, parents and children, one director and another director. Look at divorces have started increasing so much. Therefore, we have a big wrong lifestyle, eating all junk food and eating at any time, and no control over the food. Because when the mind is disturbed and the emotional upsurges are there, you do all such wrong things. Ahara, vihara, vichara, achara, as Ayurveda says. Therefore, you have to remedy them. If you don't do, then immune system definitely is going to get succumb to this thing. How to remedy? Swamiji has given us the wonderful tools: Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, the 4 streams of yoga. Use any one of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, all of them, and be free. That is the dimension that comes. Therefore, we have wonderful tool given to us by Swamiji, and his grandeur was sung by our abode so nicely. Swamiji ki Jivana Gatha. That has all come together and sing his glory and his message. Let us take and do the practice. As all of you know, the Jnana Yoga works with the intellect. The wrong notions that we have has to be removed, and we bring the right knowledge. What is the wrong knowledge? We think that this body is all that we have. We don't know that there are 4 more bodies. This body called as Annamaya Kosha, then we have Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnana, Anandamaya Kosha. Similarly, all the scientists, for the 400 years, they thought that the entire world is only physical. It is made of electromagnetic field, energy, made out of molecules, atoms, protons, neutrons, fundamental particle, energy. And now slowly science is moving to understand the more pervasive, subtle dimensions, that is the pranic field, bioplastic field. Then our ancient masters have found not only that, 4 more layers apart from this. Bioplasmic field, pranic field, then astral field, the mind field, then the information field, the buddhi, then we have the bliss field, Anandamaya Kosha. All these 5 fields are in continual interaction. They are all pervading one another. So this is what constitutes what you call the Prakriti or the nature or Jagat. All these things are in a continual change, changing. Take the body, for example, in a day, a billion cells get destroyed, billion cells get created. Since we came to this meeting, all our bodies already changed. Such a thing. What to talk of the mind, emotions, intellect, everything changing. And beyond all this thing is that which does not change. That is Patanjali called it as the Swarupa, or ultimate reality. And that is our original state. And the Upanishad tells us that that is our real home. you have forgotten our real home. You gotten into a wrong knowledge. That's called avidya. What is avidya? Patanjali divides what is wrong knowledge. Anitya, Ashuchi, Dukkha, Anatmaso. Nitya, Shuchi, Sukha, Atmakhyatihi avidya, he said. Which is temporal, we think it is permanent. We think this body is permanent. Everybody knows the body dies, still we think it's permanent. We think that this physical world is completely permanent. It is not, Ashuchi, in the wrong things, everywhere wrong, dirt, everything. We think, oh, that's so beautiful, so nice. All junk food and all types of dirty food you eat, and you think that is the best food. Anitya, Ashuchi, Dukkha, things which are so much of pain, agony, stress, or tension, you think, yes, that is the real Sukha. Then Anatma, the non-Purusha, Jagat considered as the Nitya, that is the Purusha. This is called Avidya. So this Avidya starts, and to remedy that, you have the Gnana Yoga, to get the right understanding. Then once you have the right understanding, you are free from fear. Abhayam vai Janaka praptosi. And Yagnavalkya says, oh, great Janaka, you have reached that state of abhayatva, that is fearlessness. When you understand that you are not this body, you are all, the other things are also there. When you die, nothing is going to happen. You will come back after a few years. That is the Gnana Yoga. So then we have the Bhakti Yoga, then Raja Yoga of Patanjali, in which you bring the balance. All our negativities, anger, greed, jealousy, hatred, they're called as the Asuri Sampat. And we have all the good qualities, helping others, serving others, selflessness, magnanimity, calmness, peace, and giving more and more to others than what we receive. These are all the good divine virtues. So we have demonic vices, divine virtues. And Bhakti Yoga is to see that we develop the divine virtues more and more, helping others, serving others, and Prema Bhava, Vatsala Bhava. Every mother knows how nicely she takes care of the child without expecting anything in return. That is the real love. If only we can bring this, the world will be such a wonderful place to live. Prema, everywhere, everybody wants to give and give and give. What has happened? Reverse. Everything we want for ourselves, more and more for me. Grab, take everything for ourselves. सब हमारे लिए इतना स्वार्थपर हो गए हम. दूसरे लोगों को कुछ देने का जरूरत नहीं, सेवा भाव नहीं है, कुछ नहीं देने का, सब हमारे लिए. कितना करोड़ों रुपया, सैकड़ों करोड़ों नहीं, लाखों में करोड़, क्या करते हैं इतना पैसा करके, पता ही नहीं. That is what has happened now, and we have become so selfish. So this all has to change. That is the Bhakti Yoga dimension. Then we have the Karma Yoga, to bring all these things to our action, to live a stress-free life, a life of blissful awareness, all the time living in that blissful awareness, doing all activities. Such a wonderful state. So such wonderful streams are available. If only we adopt it and practice, then our immune system is fantastic. Our army is tremendously strong. Nothing can hit us. So to bring this into practice, in 2014, we developed this common yoga protocol, 40 minutes, simple practices. How this can be actualized, the 4 streams of yoga has been knit into it. So all of you should study that and get what is the secret, how we have put that subtly into this protocol, starting with a prayer, starting with the loosing practices and asana, pranayama, mudras, mandas, kriyas, and meditation, all these things, how we have built into it. That has to be practiced more and more. That's the one that saves us. Apart from that, in our Vyasa University, Swami Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhan Samsthan, we developed special program targeting the COVID. For people below 16 years, we have a set of integrated yoga model. Simple. 17 years to 60 years, we have another set. Above 70 years, we have another set. This can be practiced nicely in staying in the house itself, and we can do that. So that is for prevention. But if they get already affected, they are in the hospital, they are mild or moderate or severe, even some people lying down on the bed unable to come out. For such people, again, we have developed other techniques. You know. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, doing pranayama, doing breathing practice, relaxation technique, and that. And this we started almost a year back, even before the first wave, and it started spreading everywhere. And not thousand, lakhs of people have made use of these things effectively. So this is what we want that people should use, and that will strengthen our immune system. So we combine both. So Vivekananda said, combine the best of the East with the best of the West. Best of the West is modern scientific research, bring out vaccines, medicines, and whatnot. Whereas the best of the East is our yoga, spiritual lore, and of course, the non-pharmacological interventions of Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, homeopathy, pharmacological intervention. Let's all do that. So this is what we have to do. So we want that largest number of people should do the practice, and then probably it will be a great day to see India free from the COVID. And the third wave should not touch us. We will have greater control than what we were able to achieve in the first wave. No doubt we can use mask and social distancing. These are all okay. But more important is to strengthen our immune system. So as a community devoted to yoga, headed by our very dynamic leader, Bodh Srivastav, you all should do the practice. Each one of you with the social media, you should spread this message to hundreds and hundreds of people, each one of you, through the WhatsApp, social media, and see that more people do that. Delhi had such a devastating effect. So you all should see that again, the third wave, we don't succumb. So we have been teaching many of the ministers and secretaries and other people. They all have started practicing nicely. Similarly, you also should see that it goes to everybody. Delhi, and more people should do the practice. So with that aim, Ministry of Ayush set the target of 20-25 crores, and that is almost 1/6, 1/5 to 1/6 of the total population in the country. That's how we have to spread this thing to prevent us from the incumbent corona, which is coming with a third phase. So I'm sure you all will join hands and we can do that. And we have many training programs for this thing, short training programs for the yoga instructors, for other students and faculty and everybody in the university. And I will be very happy to offer these things, online programs from our university. And Abodh can coordinate all these things. I will have Dr. Ramchandra Bhatt, who is our head here, and Dr. Natesh, who is here, and they can all help you to do this possible thing. So this is one dimension that we all have to do as a follow-up of today's program. Yet another thing that we have taken up is the Ayodhya, to show that Ramayana is not just a story, it is historical. And the authenticity, where all Sri Rama went, there are people who have devoted their life for 35, 40, 50 years to go to all these places and document. Similarly, we have the Ramasetu, which have been caught by the NASA. The satellite pictures have shown that there is the bridge from Rameshwaram to Sri Lanka. And all such evidences should be brought forth and form a document. Therefore, there is a committee called the Heritage Committee in the Ministry of Science and Technology, headed by Dr. Vijay Bhatkar. Probably you might not have heard the famous name, Dr. Vijay Bhatkar from Pune. When America did not want to give us the supercomputer, 4 decades back, they were developing, because we wanted the supercomputer to be bought, but they were not giving. So here was a man who said, okay, let us build it up. And he built a supercomputer called Param computer. And it worked better than American supercomputers. All our people thought, hey, what Vijay is going to do? It's talking of supercomputer. All they laughed. But I think happened. He was able to show that it worked better than the best supercomputer of United States. Such is the man. Therefore, we all have such talent, such wonderful creativity and excellent wisdom base available in our country. We have to bring it forth and see that we develop. And that is the way that we are doing. So for that, what we have done is a series of webinars. We are bringing all those experts to come and then share their wisdom. Every day, 3:30 to 4:30, we are having that. You can go to our YouTube, your Facebook of Vyasa, and you can see. Many people will be coming from all over and then sharing their wisdom, giving the documents, and we'll put all these documents nicely. And 108 days, the longest webinar series probably. And to show how Sri Ram was a historical figure and not just a story from Valmiki. And that gives the authenticity. And Sri Nupendra Mishra, who heads the entire Ayodhya temple movement, he said, yes, we have to do that. And once it comes as a proper authenticated document, then we'll put that nicely in the Ayodhya temple, in the surrounding, a beautiful museum can be created, and we work on those things. So this is the project that we have taken up, and you are all welcome to join hands. With this, I congratulate all of you for organizing this webinar and hope this would give you new insights, new directions, and see that all of you will dedicate to yoga more and more and continue the Abhyasa. Abhyasa is practice. Patanjali says how long it should be. Satu dirgha kala. Nairantarya. Sattara sevito bhumi. To be long, committed, dedicated, we should do. And as wonderful students, you should all do that. Thank you very much, Abodh, and I wish you all the best and all of you for your dedicated effort in organizing. Dhanyavad.
Thank you so much, sir, for that session. It was very insightful, and I'm so glad to be able to host this session here today. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you to everyone else for being with us here today to listen to Guruji live. This was truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I'm very happy to be a part of this. So currently, we'll take a break of 15 minutes, and we'll see you again for the next session at 5 o'clock sharp at the same link. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's meet again at 5 o'clock.